Good.
Hi, welcome to Outlaw Overland Adventures. Today I'm going to show you some of the modifications we did on the inside of my Jeep for our two large dogs. Like we said, we're getting ready to go to the record games in a few weeks, and we're taking my Jeep this time. We were going to take it last year, but unfortunately it was in the shop. So we made some adjustments for it to make it easier for the dogs to travel. So I'll show you what we did in here. And I think when I had the door open, one of my dogs decided that they can get in it. So. Oh, yep, Maggie's in here. This is a hutch that John made for me. He made it out of wood, and then we got one of these small 1.5 ton Badlands jack, and then it works perfect in here. We made it big enough that we can put all of our equipment in it so that it makes it easier to grab. We have our tow ropes, the tree saver, a shovel, gloves, our soft shackles. We have one of these fire blankets just in case. We have our first aid kits over here, and then all of our tow hooks. It works perfect. What John did is that he bolted it into the Jeep so it will not move. And since we are going to be traveling with the dogs, he put some hooks here so that we can put our overnight bags in here and latch them down so that they won't roll forward. Eventually, we're getting some stuff for our toolbox that will go. We're getting different bags in it, and it's going to be over here. If you notice, if you come around here, what I did on the inside is we've got the dog mat underneath here to catch any spills or anything that will save the back of my seats. I got this oversized blanket for the dogs, and I'll move out of the way so that looking in here you can see just how much room that the two dogs will have when we travel. And of course that's Miss Maggie in there, a rescue dog. And then if you turn around, we put old cargo net out of one of our cars, and it's up there, and it actually separates the dogs so that they cannot get up in with us while we're driving. Maggie gets a little bit nervous, and she likes to try to climb and sit on my lap when we're driving. So that's one of the modifications that we did. It's pretty inexpensive to do. I think we spent a whole $40 on the wood. We had some leftover indoor-outdoor carpeting, which is what's on there. And this blanket, of course, I got off of Toomey, and I spent a whole $5 on it. So all said and done, to set this up for the dogs, I would say we spent less than $100. And it's perfect for them when they travel. They love to go, and now they both have plenty of room to move around. Before we leave, I am going to get one of the cargo racks, go on the top, the one that attaches to the hatch in the back. So that's about all that we've done recently. This is about all the modifications that we are going to do on my Jeep for now. Eventually, once we get settled, when we finally move, we are going to put some new axles on it, but when we get ready to do that, we'll film that. So, oh, an update on my wrist. I will find out actually not Monday, but not this Monday, but next Monday, when my surgery will be. It did get approved for one of the surgeries. They are going to go in and fix a tear in the wrist and then shave off some bone, because of course the bone shifted and squished the joint. And then we're just waiting on the approval for the carpal tunnel revision. So, but everything else is set, and I'll know exact date then, and then I'll know when we can figure out when exactly we're going to move. Right now, you probably notice it's a little cloudy. We're got our first snowstorm of the season coming in. We're supposed to get 1.5 feet of snow here in 2 days. 5 to 10 feet of snow in the higher mountains. So, but that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and you have a wonderful day.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Outlaw Overland Adventures. Yeah, we're on a little adventure today. I'm going to last about a week and a half. But, yeah, we're going to go head for Hurricane, Utah. by way of Death Valley, Joshua Tree, and different places like that. So we'll give you a little bit of the road trip. And my cousin behind us in his truck with his Jeep. We're gonna go down and play in the sand and have some fun. So, but we'll give you a little bit of our trip. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll talk to you after a while. Highway 88, headed up over Carson Pass towards Carson City. Oops. Silver Lake.
Elevation 7,300.
Yep.
Kit Carson Lodge.
Phone's not
what?
It's not focusing very well.
Probably because you're moving and it's having trouble.
Oops, I touched your phone here. Yeah, I know, the sun's right in your eyes, but I figured this would be a good place to film. Right here on the pass.
This is our snow for the year.
Yep.
Unless we get something else in. What you doing back there, buddy?
Don't see any debris, so there must not have been any avalanches.
To bring his pills. They're floating around in my car still. His anxiety pills.
No, he's fine.
Oh, come on, I can't give him Benadryl again and zone him out.
Yeah.
He was on a nice high that day. Or a low, or whatever you call it. Oh, look at the snowcat.
Yep. Should be coming up to Kirkwood here pretty soon. Yeah, Kirkwood Meadows Ski Resort. Froze over, but it's low.
Starting to crack along the edges.
Oh yeah, been plenty warm, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Seems to be the way we're going in the morning. I want to show you a little bit of what we're doing.
Capel's Lake.
Capel's Lake.
There's my falls.
There's your waterfalls you filmed last time we were up through
Yeah,
here.
it's not as pretty as it was last time.
No.
We had more snow.
I know, there's that pesky sun again. There's usually about 2-3 feet of snow here this time of year. But like everywhere else around, there ain't much snow. Haven't been much of a winter. All that snow we just got's gone. So beautiful. Coming down into Carson Valley. Be quite going to Carson City. The next stop will be Minden. Just to do a top off on fuel there. Maverick.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's $1 cheaper there than it is in California. Well, we just stopped and fueled up at Maverick. Now we're in Minden. Now we're headed south on 395. Towards, we go to Bishop. And then Lone Pine. And we'll keep showing you a little bit as we go. Pictures of the Sierras. East side of the Sierras, anyway. Lake Topaz. Used to come up here when I was a young kid. We used to camp on this lake on the weekends. Dad had a boat and used to water ski out here. A bunch of us would come up here, families, stay. It was fun. A long time ago. Farther south as we go, more snow on the mountains. They usually do get more snow down this far. It's usually 395's closed down in this area when it snows. Get a lot of wind blowing through here, so the snow drifts get too high and they can't get in here to keep it clean, so they shut down the highway. Yeah, this is the top of Sherwood Summit, dropping down towards Bridgeport.
Bishop.
Or Bishop, sorry, thank you. I keep getting them backwards. But yeah, still just driving along. Not too bad. It's 65 degrees right now. It got down in the 50s for a while, but we're up at 8,000 feet and better. We're about 6,500 feet right now. So, yeah, you can see it out there ahead of us in the valley down there. May not be able to, but that's Bridgeport down there, so.
It's what?
Bishop. I'll get it right. Oh well. It is what it is. So. Hope you're enjoying the ride.
So at that point is when you stuck your tongue out at
Yeah, I stuck my tongue out at the wife and she started laughing at me. Yeah.
You can blame it on your Alzheimer's.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it. So we just came down off that summit. It was 65 degrees on top. It was 62 on the other side. We're down here in the valley, going to Bishop, and it's 76 degrees. Just in that drop. And we went from, well, we dropped almost 4,000 feet on that summit. So yeah, I can see that. Yep. It's going to be warm in Death Valley. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's what we're putting in.
Yeah, we're just coming into Bishop.
Don't
Got
you
it
mean
right
Bridgeport?
No, Bishop. Got it right this time. Only because that big sign said Bishop. But we're going to stop up here and get us something cold to drink, and then we'll get back on the road and show you some more. So, well, back on the road. Got ourselves something to drink. that's where we're at.
Eastern Sierra 4-Wheel Drive Club.
What's that?
Eastern Sierra 4-Wheel Drive Club. It cleans up the highway. That's what the sign said back there.
Yeah, it's pulling into Lone Pine. Let's see where we turn off up here on 136 to go to towards Death Valley.
It's about 2 miles out of Lone Pine.
About 2 miles out.
Yeah.
Okay.
$7 a box for Girl Scout cookies. Ow. $7 a box for Girl Scout cookies. Ow.
So that's what we're doing. Well, we're in Death Valley National Park. Just got into the entrance of it, so
We only have about 5,000 feet to lose. I think this is a perfect mix ratio of everything. I wonder if we'll see our donkeys again. Our donkeys? The wild
Right.
donkeys.
Might see the donkeys. 113 feet below sea level. Flowers on this end than there was at the entrance, where everybody was stopped taking pictures of the flowers. We've got a few people pulling over to do it, but yep, there's a lot more flowers down here than there was on the other end. We already went past Badwater. Well, that was day one of our trip. We just come towards the end of the Death Valley right there. We ended up having to go into the night to find a room, a little bit out of our way, but we had a good time. I want to thank all of our subscribers and all those who watch. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It just helps us out in the long run. So again, thank you, and we will see you on day 2.